Environmental awareness is having an understanding of the environment, the impacts of human behaviors on it, and the importance of its protection. There are several examples and issues impacting the environment today. And here are the primary issues impacting our environment. We have oil drilling, deforestation, and production of plastic goods. In oil drilling, oil spills and offshore drilling kills marine life. Oil drilling on land suffocates the earth, and the burning of fossil fuels raises the atmospheric carbon dioxide, which furthers the process of global warming and ocean acidification. In deforestation causes wildlife and biodiversity extinction because the loss of habitat threatens many species' existence. And lastly, the production of plastic goods. Currently, our society creates a great deal of waste, and much of that waste consists of plastic. And according to the U.S. Energy Information Administration, in 2010, 191 million barrels of liquid petroleum gases and natural gas liquids were used alone to produce plastic goods.
Why is environmental awareness is important? For the purpose of reducing pollution and global warming, environmental awareness is essential. By fostering the use of renewable sources like water, wind, and solar, it can also contribute to a more sustainable world. Environmental awareness is important for several reasons. Conservation of natural resources, biodiversity preservation, climate change mitigation, pollution reduction, sustainable living, and environmental justice. In conservation of natural resources, it helps us to understand the value and finite nature of natural resources such as water, forest, minerals, and fossil fuels. In biodiversity preservation, it highlights the importance of biodiversity, the variety of plant and animal species on Earth. In climate change mitigation, increased environmental awareness raises awareness about climate change and its causes. And pollution reduction, it helps us to recognize the detrimental effects of pollution on human health and the environment. In sustainable living, it promotes a mindset of sustainable living. It encourages us to consider the long-term consequences of our action and make choices that minimize harm to the environment. And lastly, the environmental justice. It highlights the unequal distribution of environmental burdens and benefits across different communities.
How can we promote environment awareness as a student? Here are some ways in which you can take control and promote our environment. Start your own initiative or volunteer with environmental organizations. Reduce or recycle paper, recycle more often, save resources, visit sustainable products, decrease meat and dairy consumption, and the last is only buy what you need.
Start your own initiative or volunteer with environmental organizations. Whether it is as simple as starting a community cleanup group or as complex as establishing a large social organization with significant reach and impact, taking environmental conservation initiatives can go a long way.
Hey guys, when we recycle more often, recycling is a simple yet effective way of conserving resources and reduces carbon footprints. When we say save resources by doing simple things like taking shorter shower, avoiding small clothes washes, and turning your tapping water wash-ups while brushing, you can save gallons of waters. It is important to be mindful of your electricity consumption and make adaptations so that you can reduce the demand for energy production and thereby preserve fossil fuel resources.
Sustainable products. When you are stocking up on schools or office supplies like folder and pens or buying toys and home accessories, try to look for more eco-friendly alternative that can replace plastic. So, for example, some of us use so much plastic from buying bottled water every day. But when buying your own reusable water bottle, it's not only cheaper, but it's also much better for our environment.
Decrease meat and dairy consumption.
Unsustainable dairy and dairy farming leads to the destruction of ecological important area such as wetlands and forests. Deforestation requires to house animals like cows and chickens are damaging habitat and natural ecosystems where hundreds of species depend on each other for survival. The only way we can prevent more damage is by being responsible and eating less meat and dairy products. Kaya nga, mas ina-advise ng mas nakakarami na maging vegan tayo para makatulong tayo sa mga hayop at maging animal friendly tayo at mas maging healthy yung buhay natin. Mas mainam kung babawasan natin yung pagkain natin ng meat at mas mag-focus tayo sa pagkain ng vegetables and fruits. Thank you.
Only buy what you need. Simply buying more because of tempting offers or discount will actually cost us and the environment more, whether it's groceries, clothes, accessories, or home products. By purchasing only what you need, you reduce the amount of waste generated and thus pollution.